Shalom, Boca Tov. What's going on, Facebook? I would go Facebook Live, but I ain't got time to be looking at the responses and trying to reply. Then I'm trying to get my nephew and his wife to their graduation practice thingy. So hard at work doing nothing. But anyway, so this morning I want to have one of my random thoughts. He gonna have to suffer through it and listen to it, because he probably wouldn't hit play on Facebook anyway. But I want to talk about my random thought today is like a role reversal, right? I'm gonna speak to the mindset of the role reversal, because when I look at all the stuff that my people be doing, my people mean the so-called Negro, African American, colored, Negro, nigger, whatever you want to call yourself, anything but who you are, we got an issue. So who better to talk to us than one of us? So this is my issue. So we run around here screaming, no justice, no peace, not equal jobs, no equal pay, first to be fired, last to hire, no job opportunity, no capital, no resources, poor education, poor neighborhoods, things of that matter, right? We scream at the government, we scream at the white man, we scream at the police. But this is my problem. If I was them, I'd be laughing my ass off at you so-called Negroes. I'm going to tell you why. So I'm going to role reverse it for you. So I'm going to play the devil's advocate as the so-called white man. So black man come up to me complaining about he ain't got this, he ain't got that, the opportunities ain't afforded to him that's afforded to me, and all this. Well, I'm going to sit here and say, well, you know, what you complaining about? I don't understand what you complain about. Because you complain that we not treating you right or we not giving you a fair chance, but you try so hard to be like me, I don't know why you don't have the same opportunity as me. So the black man gonna probably be like, well, what you mean? Well, let me tell you something. You keep all my traditions, Mother's Day that just passed, Father's Day, Memorial Day, you keep all my pagan holidays and rituals, all my religious practices. You think Jesus is white still. Some of you know he's black, but you still keep the Christian mindset of who he is. You still deal with idolatry and crosses. You still deal with the Shabbat is gone. You still deal with the law is gone away with. And you still believe in this Trinity thing. That's a whole nother conversation. Then, so what you have today as a so-called black man is a lower version of a dark-skinned white man. So today I call you the Negropean. You're a Negro, but you're a European in mind and spirit. You keep all their rituals, all their holidays, all their practices, and uphold all their mindsets. So if all your complaining, no justice, no peace, black power, you got to fight the power that be, you know, all that. I sit back and laugh my ass off, because at the next damn major holiday, you doing every damn thing I want you to do. You giving me all your money. You doing what I told you and taught you to do from slavery forward. I'm going to deal with Mother's Day. Just passed. 1914 and 1940. So you're dealing with the first issuance of Mother's Day. Before that, you was dealing with Gaia and Kronos. And you're dealing with the ancient Greek world. So this still was not an Afrocentric mindset. So the Negro never ever kept Mother's Day. But here it is today. Oh man, it's Mother's Day, the women deserve a day. Look, the Bible says, honor thy father and thy mother. Half of you wouldn't even know where the Bible go find that at. The two spots to go find that at. But when you say honor, don't act like you showing your mother and father honor, because you know you're doing it on the day the white man pointed out. I don't care what you say, that's what you just did. But even if you saying you honoring your father and mother, it's not a contradiction, because ain't none of y'all taking y'all mother out every day of the week. Am I right, Devion? Ain't nobody taking their mama out every day of the week. Ain't nobody going in with their mama to church every day of the week like you did yesterday. Am I right? Ain't nobody cooking or buying dinner or giving gifts every day of the week. So don't get confused with honoring your father and mother along with the pagan observance of what you did yesterday. It's not the same. The way you honor your father and your mother is that you adhere to what they taught you and how they brought you up, and you don't sway from that. More so if you were brought up in a house where you was taught to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and not fade from that with the full faith of Christ, right? So the way my kids will honor me, they don't call me on Father's Day. My kids don't buy me nothing for my birthday. It's true story. Am I lying, Davion? True story. So my kids don't buy me nothing for Christmas. Ain't no invites over my house for Thanksgiving. That's how they honor me, because they keep in the manner that I taught them. And they teach their children. That is honor. What you Negroes did, then try to whitewash, my fault. You tried to blackwash the white thing to make it the black thing. And the only thing you did was make it a dark-skinned white thing. Thus, use a Negro pen that I'm speaking of. So don't come screaming at me about what you ain't got and what ain't good and how you done unjust. Because all that I do is just be like, yeah, sure, I'll work on it. Because you still conform to me. So the old saying is, if imitation is the highest form of flattery, then I'm very flattered. Because all you Negroes want to be just like me. King white man, so-called, who runs America, and right now who has the most influence of the world. So I don't have to give attention to your situation. You know why? Because you're me. You're just a lower form of me. You're second class, lower class. No class in most cases is what I would say. So, you can get mad. You can delete me from Facebook. Half of y'all that played this are mad because it kind of pricked your spirit. In order to fix yourself, you got to renew your mind and spirit. Now, you claim you believe in the Bible. Christ told Nicodemus, how can a man be reborn again? Can he enter into his mother's womb? No, he has to be reborn in mind and in spirit. Mind and heart, right? You have to empty out the old cup and fill it up with what's supposed to be filled up with. So, even if you go back in history to the Willie Lynch letter, whether it's authentic or not, it's still prevalent. It says this. There's a Negro warning written in the Willie Lynch letter. Look it up. Google it. It says that if the black man has the natural ability, the mind has the natural ability to correct itself, if it can touch a piece of its original history. Uh-oh. So they knew to warn themselves that if you can touch a piece of your history, then your mind will begin to repair itself. A tree can't be a tree, or what type of tree it's supposed to be, if it don't have no roots, meaning it don't know what it's supposed to be. A tree can't be a tree without roots. We are the only people or animals in all God's creation that mimic our killer, our oppressor, and our captor. What you talking about, big homie? Let me check this out. Now, y'all finna graduate high school, right, family? Do the lion, do the wildebeest try to act like the lion? Because the lion eats the wildebeest, right? Do the zebra try to act like the lion? Because he's eaten by the lion, right? When they see the lion, what they do? Get the hell away from him, right? What about the cheetah and the gazelle? Do you see the gazelle saying, hey, Mr. Cheetah, can you teach my children? Because the gazelle is the food for the cheetah, right? So the gazelle ain't trying to be like the cheetah, right? So if you see the mouse and you see an eagle flying or a hawk, what you think that mouse trying to do? Get the hell away from her. Why are we the only people that want to run right up to our oppressors and scream, love them? We want to be like you. Please forgive us, and we're going to pray for you to be blessed. Never in all of Egypt, Assyrian, Persia, Rome, Babylon did you see the children of Israel, for y'all Bible believers, praying for the increase of their enemy. How did you get to that point where you praying for the increase of your enemy? Nah, I'm praying Psalms 109. I'm giving them over to Satan. That's what I'm doing. So, in this, understand that John Henry Clark, sorry about that. He said that the job of the enemy is not to educate you. Because if he educated you, you won't ask for your freedom. You will take it. So understand this. Until you fix your mind, you're going to keep suffering everything that this country is giving you and more, because you don't even have the simplicity mindset to know who you are. There's 50 plus nations in Africa. Now, I adhere to the Hebrew culture. That's where my father was, that's where my children are, and my grandchildren. What they staying away, time will tell. There's 50 other nations you could be studying from. Hold on to it, embrace it, and make it yours. Because the worst thing you could do is try to be like your enemy. I think if you ever saw, let's use those same examples, Davion. So if you saw a gazelle, if the gazelle walked over to a cheetah and said, I'm a cheetah, what you think that cheetah gonna do to that gazelle? Gonna eat his ass up, you big dummy. So what if a zebra walk over to, you know how they make that little story, whatever noise they make. So they walk over there trying to roar. Man, that lion gonna look at that zebra and be like, boy, you just walked over here and got it. Hey, somebody bring the steak sauce. But this zebra done fucked up. So what I'm saying is, if you supposed to be the most intelligent mammals on the planet, you're supposed to be up here on the food chain, you're supposed to be up here in education, you're supposed to be more intellectual than every creature on this planet. How come the basic nature and these basic creatures got more understanding than you? So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I ain't do Facebook Live because I ain't want to look, talk. As you can see in my background, I'm on the highway, and I don't want to kill my nephew and his baby and them. So, hey, let's talk. Let's chop shop. It's the second day of the week. Let's get it in. Let's get her done. Shalom, Barakatham, Bokato.